Here at Rider University, students are offered many different options for community housing. One of them being the residence of Poyda, located in the Lawrenceville campus, offered to only first-year students, also offering many unique advantages to those who live in Poyda.
Living in Poyda, first-year students, whether they're freshmen or transfer students, have the opportunity to live with other first-year students who are transitioning from high school into college. For some of them, this may be the first time, they may be the first person in their family to go to college. So they have the opportunity to interact with other students and hear about their experiences. And they also have the opportunity to work with a very dedicated and supportive staff who are specifically chosen to work in this community because of their interest in working with first year students. And so, going along with that, these RAs, the resident advisors, they do programs for the students who live here. So whether they're social programs, whether they may be a little bit more educational, well, I would say overall, it's a very friendly environment. We really try to make it feel like home. So I've talked with the staff about leaving their doors open and engaging with the residents when they walk down the halls, say, hey, how's it going? How are your classes? So we try to create that space where students are comfortable walking throughout the building. And here in Poyda, we have two lounges. So we have our A lounge, which we have a TV in there, table, so students will, especially in the evenings, will come down and hang out, and whether it's play board games or if they're going to study for a little bit. We also have our C lounge, which is more of a quiet space, and students use more for studying because it doesn't have that added distraction of a TV if students are watching a movie or watching football games or anything like that.
It's fun, friendly. I think there's a lot of connections, especially like I'm an RI here, so on my floor, like everybody really knows each other and stuff, so it's a really friendly, connected community.
Well, I drive, so having a parking lot right back there is a really, really nice advantage to living in Poyda Hall. Since I'm an RA, I also live here relatively cheaply, so that's another advantage to living in Poyda Hall for me. Since Poyda is a little bit isolated, you're sort of forced to interact with a lot of people inside a building, so you end up having really close relationships with people in the building. So I would recommend it for those who are looking for that kind of thing.
Poyda is a psychology learning community, but students of different majors are welcome to live in such community. Students that live in Poyda have different responses of why they like to live in Poyda and what the experience is like.
Upstairs is the Community Service Learning Center, so I would recommend it for that, and for the Psychology Learning Center. But I mean, it's mainly just freshmen, but we do get a bond. I know a lot more freshmen than I thought I would. So
the main advantage for me living in Poyda is that I'm a psychology major and I live right next to the psychology learning community, and I live with very cool people here.
Poyda's the best. Like, it's awesome, especially if you're on the first floor because you don't have to do anything like walk upstairs. Advantage living at Poyda is you get to be secluded from all the other dorms. It's not as quiet as you think over here, how secluded we are, because everyone's loud, especially outside, or especially when you have a roommate that snores. That's very loud.
Living in Poyda is very interesting because there's a lot of different people who live here.
It's a good place to live. It was an awesome freshman year experience.
It's interesting. It's different. You meet a lot of weird people here, but it's like a family-based environment, so you basically get to know everybody, and it's really tight-knit. It's kind of cool.
A disadvantage about living in Poyda is the location. Poyda is located away from most academic buildings. Still, students that live in Poyda use this problem to their advantage.
Well, I like the walk. I like the scenic view. I like how it's in the woods. You got the nice football field and soccer fields out in the back, so you can do some sports. The walk, it's a really good exercise from all the daily's food. Whenever it hits rock bottom, you get to burn off all those calories from that 10-mile walk back to your dorm.
One advantage is, you don't have to go to the gym, you got to walk, almost 20 minutes a day to go to just the dailies alone. You go twice a day, so.
Overall, Poyda is a great option for freshmen, but don't take it from the RD.
Freshmen deserve the rock bottom of dormitories.
It's good.
I would recommend Poyda to upcoming freshmen.
I would very much recommend Poyda because, you only live with freshmen. So you get to know people you're going to be with for the next 4 years, which could be a good thing.
It's lit.